Mom always said that breakfast was the most important meal of the day, but of course, when we get busy, it's the first thing we skip. Today, I want to show you one of my favorite breakfast solutions for people on the go. They're my nutritious and delicious breakfast pitas, and the best part is I'm going to show them to you 3 delicious ways. I'm going to show you my amazing caprese-inspired breakfast pita. I've got a gorgeous cheesy jalapeno breakfast pita, and finally, a salty, sweet, spicy Hawaiian-inspired breakfast pita. Hold on to your hats because things are about to get delicious. Just before we get to our pita recipes, I wanted to tell you about this great new project I've been working on with the awesome people at Kin Community. Now, the series is called Mobile Meal Makeover. And basically, I went down to Los Angeles and got to travel all around Hollywood and Santa Monica, making people healthy dishes in my very own food truck. How cool is that? The series launches today on Kin Community, so be sure after you're done watching this video to head over there and take a look. It was so much fun to make, and I really hope you guys enjoy it. All right, now let's talk breakfast pitas. So our first pita is inspired by a beautiful caprese salad. If you're not familiar with this kind of salad, it is a mixture of fresh tomatoes, buffalo mozzarella, and fresh basil. What could be tastier than that? But the coolest part is we're gonna mix this all up with some scrambled eggs and then put it into a breakfast pita. Going to be delicious. So in my frying pan, I've got some oil heating up, and to that, I am going to add some cherry tomatoes and a little bit of garlic. We're gonna saute this until the tomatoes start to break down. While that's cooking away, I'm going to mix up some eggs, a little bit of milk, and some salt and pepper. I'm gonna whisk that together really, really well and then add it to my frying pan. And they will start cooking really quickly. Now, in my house, the secret to perfect scrambled eggs is to never let them stop moving. I'm gonna cook up this beautiful mixture until my eggs start to set, and then I'm going to add some bocconcini. Now, bocconcini is this amazing fresh cheese you can buy at your deli. It's super soft and delicious and melts beautifully. We're gonna finish this off with some shredded basil leaves. You don't wanna put your basil leaves in too early because you don't want them to lose their beautiful fresh flavor. We're gonna stack all of this deliciousness into our pita, and boom, breakfast is served. Next up is our cheesy jalapeno breakfast pita. Now, this one is amazing because it actually ends up tasting like a jalapeno popper. So I've got a little bit of oil heating up in my frying pan, and I'm just going to toss in half a jalapeno that I've diced up. We're gonna toast up our jalapeno until it gets nice and fragrant, and then we are going to add a tablespoon or 2 of cream cheese. While that cream cheese is starting to melt, we are going to mix up our egg mixture. Once our egg mixture starts to set, we can add our cheddar cheese. Now, I'm gonna be pretty generous here because you know how I feel about cheese, but you could dial it back if you wanna keep this on the lighter side. Another option, if you wanna amp up the protein even more, is to add some cooked chicken or some cooked ham to this. That could really do it. Or you can eat it all on its own. Totally up to you. We're gonna stuff all of this awesomeness into our pita pocket, and it is ready to eat. Yum. Finally, I'm gonna show you my Hawaiian-inspired breakfast pita. Now, this has all of the awesomeness of a Hawaiian pizza, but in a breakfast pita. How yummy does that sound? So I've got some oil heating up in my pan, and to that I'm going to add some chopped ham and some finely diced pineapple. I know this sounds a little crazy, but stick with me. We're gonna fry this for 5 to 7 minutes until the pineapple starts to caramelize, and then we're going to add our egg mixture. Once again, I've just whisked together some eggs, a little bit of milk, and some salt and pepper. Once my eggs start to set, I'm going to add a handful of spinach, a little bit of mozzarella cheese, and if you feel so inclined, you can also add some hot sauce. So now you've got salty, sweet, and spicy. Basically, my all-time favorite combination. I hope you'll give these 3 breakfast ideas a try, and if you do, be sure to tweet or Instagram me a photo because you know I love seeing what you're coming up with in your very own kitchens. And be sure to check out my new series, Mobile Meal Makeover on Kin Community today. All the info is in the description box below. And finally, if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to The Domestic Geek because there's lots more deliciousness where this came from.